welcome to Newsclick. We have with us today Mr. Subhash Gatade, and we are going to discuss with him the recent spurt of communal incidents in Delhi. Subhash ji, welcome to Newsclick. Subhash ji, if we look at the recent controversial statement that was made by Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti, and about how everybody in this country, irrespective of religion, is actually a descendant of Lord Ram. And then when she made those, I mean, she used abusive language, saying that, on the one hand you have Ramzades, on the other hand Haramzades. And then at the same time, we've seen a spate of other such incidents, be it the Trilokpuri riot, or be it the controversies in Bhawana, either before or just around Bakra Eid, and then after that around Muharram, when there was a big panchayat which was also attended by the BJP MLA over there. And at the same time then an incident in Okhla where a dead pig was thrown in a mosque, and then of course more recently in Dilshad Garden where a church was gutted down. So as after 1984, Delhi may have seen smaller skirmishes and clashes between communities, but never at this scale, and never after 84 we've never seen them happening at this frequency. So what do you think is happening?
I definitely see a pattern behind all these incidents. These incidents may appear spontaneous local incidents, but one can definitely see a pattern. Right from the statement, the controversial statement made by Mrs. Niranjan Jyoti, to the local level incidents. Because I feel that the elections are coming. We'll have elections next year, January and February. And BJP wants to gain an upper hand in all those areas, basically all those areas which Dalits are Muslim populated areas, because those are the very areas where AAP has got many MLAs, AAP would get many votes, garner very votes. So it wants to polarize the voters at the grassroots level. So it is adopting this method of raising incidents, raising controversies, so that there is polarization, and then it can get votes. So that pattern can be seen. And if we look at this controversial statement made by the Union Minister also, that is also an attempt to do that. And I think if the government is serious about it, then it should take action.
Subhaji, what we've also seen is that the riots that broke out last year in Muzaffarnagar and Shamli districts in West UP, there was actually a Samajwadi Party government in power, and even the riot at Trilokpuri, there is an Aam Aadmi Party MLA over there. A lot of such secular parties, why do you think they've been unsuccessful in curbing this kind of violence?
I think the secular parties or secular movement in this country, there is a weakness. I feel, and we can see it as a weakness in the secular party, the secular movement. They are not ready to take head on the challenge of majority communalism. We have seen it in 1992 when the Babri mosque was demolished. Despite we have left movement and many secular parties, we could not take that challenge. Or we look at the question of Hindutva terror also, 2008. There was, so somehow there is some problem in the secular parties that they are not ready to take the challenge head on. So they will go to they will adopt the legal route, and these fascist and the communal forces will be on the streets. So I think the secular parties need to rethink over their strategy. They should take it head on. And that can be done. That should be done rather.
But in the recent past, again, we were just talking about the Muzaffarnagar and Shamli riots that broke out last year. And then if you look at the Lok Sabha election results, it is the BJP that gained from that, especially in Uttar Pradesh. And with the kind of clashes that have been happening in Delhi, or at least attempts at creating clashes, and the kind of statements that we were just talking about, do you see this kind of a communal polarization successfully happening in Delhi, which would benefit the BJP in the coming elections?
Yeah, it's definitely helping the BJP. One can easily see it. And on the other hand, we should also see that there are some silver linings also, because when the incidents happened, the secular forces, secular groups in Delhi, they came together, they raised their voice, they tried to form peace committees. They went to all those areas. They went to the jail to meet those people who are in jail. So I think there is a scope. The BJP and Hindutva organizations are trying their best to polarize the situation in Delhi, looking at the fact that the elections are coming. But I still see a scope for the secular intervention. And that the Muharram procession in Trilokpuri was led by Hindus. That was reported. So I think there is scope for intervention, and as far as the common people are concerned, Dalits, everybody, nobody wants that communal situation to flare up. Nobody wants riots. So that can be done.
But like you're saying, where the common people are concerned, nobody wants riots. And especially the more economically marginalized communities and socially backward, marginalized communities, be it Dalits, be it Muslims. What we're actually seeing is that polarization, and every time they have actually gone out on this kind of a polarization drive, it has worked in their favor. Do you see a law of diminishing returns in the near future? Do you see people standing up to this kind of communal polarization and rejecting it?
Immediately, I don't see that people are raising their voice against Modi regime. But if you look at the fact that May 2014, they won the elections, and now after 6 months down the line, questions are being raised about what the claims which they made, the promises they made. And if you look at newspapers and the comments which are coming, all the promises of bringing black money and all the other promises, and the manner in which the government, the BJP government, is trying to target all those pro-poor schemes, maybe Manrega or maybe the labor laws, and the way in which it is trying to help the corporates. The loan which was given to Mr. Adani in the Australia tour, and when there was a controversy around it, the State Bank gave a clarification that we have not given the loan, it's just a memorandum of understanding. So the people are slowly realizing that it's a government which is for the corporate sector, anti-poor, slowly. But immediately I don't see any big mobilization against them. But yes, we have experiences that 1971 Indira Gandhi had won by a huge majority, or 1984 Rajiv Gandhi had also won by a huge majority, and within 1-2 years their people came out on streets against them. So I don't. So I do see hope.
So do you see? Then are you saying that, or do you sense a resistance against the government more on their economic policies rather than on issues of secularism and communalism and so on?
I think the resistance, immediate resistance, is bound to come on the bread and butter issues.
Absolutely.
Yesterday there was a big, around 5,000 or 10,000 people had gathered on Jantar Mantar. All people associated with different mass movements. They are given the slogan "Ab ki baar hamara adhikar." Right. So slowly, immediate mobilization is going to happen on the issues of bread and butter and rights, people's rights. On the issue of communalism, on the issue of secularism, it will take time. But when people will gather for their issues, daily issues of bread and butter, I think slowly they will realize that all this communal mobilization is not going to help them in the long run.
So, well, on that note of resistance, thank you so much, Subhash ji, for coming to Newsclick, and hopefully we will have you again soon. Thank you.